Welcome to the Blue Streak, where we break down who we are, what we do, and why MDSPD is your best choice. I'm your host, Executive Officer Jandro Suarez, and today we have our K9 unit. And to tell us more about the K9 unit, we have Officer Morales and Officer Bermudez. And on camera today, we have K9 Struz, and later on, we're going to be bringing on K9 Mako. Guys, thank you so much for coming on the show. Before we get started, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, good afternoon, Officer Suarez, to start off. Well, my name is Officer Angel Morales. I've been with the department for 7 years. My brother's also in the department. He's a supervisor. I can say that he paved the way for me to join the best department in South Florida.
Awesome. And Officer Bermudez, tell us about how'd you get into police work, and tell us a little about yourself and your story.
So first of all, thank you for having me on the show. And I've been with the agency for 5.5 years already. I've been with the K9 unit for approximately three years already. And I came across school board. I have family as well inside the agency. And when I heard all the great things that what this agency does for the community, for the kids, and I definitely felt like I can play a part in that impact.
Awesome. Thank you. So Officer Morales and Bermudez have two different uniforms. Yes. And we have one dog here. Can you tell us why the different uniforms for our viewers?
Yeah, so to start off, my uniform is a blue dry fit. So that means my dog is an emotional support dog. Officer Bermudez's uniform is a green dry fit, which means they are a detection dog. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of a way you can separate with our dogs. If you see us out in the community or out in the schools, you can tell what kind of dogs that we have. And, either or, we're both approachable.
And what is the main difference between emotional and detection?
So emotional support, my emotional support dog, or our emotional support dogs, it's more of a community outreach program. So we like to reach out to, we cater to our students in schools. So if a student's having a crisis situation in school, we go ahead and deploy the dog. And instead of us speaking to the student, we let the dog, interact with the child. Because sometimes we don't always have to use words. The dog would do his job just right with the interactions. They pet the dogs, and it makes a big difference in the situation that's present at the moment.
No, absolutely. When I get home, there's nobody happier to see me than my dog. He's always waiting for me by the door, no matter what kind of day I've had, whether a bad day or a good day.
Yeah,
he's there waiting for us. So bringing that concept to school police and working with students, I mean, it's working, right?
Yeah. We have we do career days in schools as well. So that allows us to do more of a outreach program. So schools, parents, faculty can see what we bring to the table. We were established in 2022, so we've been at it for 3 years now. We're always growing, we're always training, and we're always looking to expand what we do as far as going from schools to hospitals, domestic violence shelters, but mainly our priority is school and our students in schools.
And how important is the bond between you and Struz? Like, how important is that bond?
Yeah, so the bond that we've established since he's been a puppy, I've had him since he was 3 months old. We thankfully got him from Varela Senior High School. They have a veterinarian program. He was a rescue, or he was a rescue, and he was given a second chance when he was granted to me. So our bond, I would believe, is the strongest that I've ever had with any animal that I've had in the past. He's an amazing dog. He loves students from any age group, and he just does great at what he does.
It's amazing. And what is some of the training? Is there a specific training or course that you guys got to go through?
Yeah, so some of the courses that he's advanced in or passed is the AKC and the CGC certifications, which allows him to go out in the public, and he does fine with distractions. So that's pretty much what his trainings are. What his training was with dealing with distractions and interacting with people, and having that obedience that he's supposed to have as an emotional support dog.
And you as well need to go through a training, right? A crisis intervention training.
Correct. Yes, I'm also certified in CIT, which allows me to use him as a resource when we are dealing with a crisis situation with a student, or if a student passes away, he also gets to be deployed with the grieving process in schools.
That's amazing. What an incredible animal. Is there anything else that you want to tell our viewers about our emotional K9 support team, or exactly that I haven't asked?
I mean, I would just want to say, if you see Struz around in your school, or if you see him in public, don't be scared to touch him. He's an amazing dog. I promise you'll fall in love when you start petting him.
Actually, I do have one more question.
Sure.
How many dogs do we have in the emotional canine unit?
So currently we have 5 dogs. We
Five
have
dogs.
5 trained dogs that are both trained in AKC, CGC, and each officer is also trained in CIT, which is crisis intervention.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So right now we're gonna go ahead and take a quick commercial break because we're gonna take Struz back to his car, and we're gonna bring K9 Mako and have Officer Bermudez tell us a little bit more about K9 Mako and the detection process. Actually, guys, before we go on this commercial break, K9 Struz wanted to say a few things. Welcome back from our commercial break. As you can see, we swapped chairs and we swapped dogs. Now we have K9 Mako here. Over the commercial break, it took a lot of, calming him down, but he's here. He's a working dog. And Officer Bermudez, tell us a little bit more about Mako and why he's so hyper.
So one of Mako's special traits is his energy. That energy that we have, we love to use it. That's what we look for when in our dogs when it comes to working dog, when it comes to detection. We love that high energy because that high energy is what's going to give us the consistency that we're looking for when it comes to detection and searching and being able to look for what we have to. Because some of these dogs play different roles. For example, we have firearms dogs. We have Mako that are narcotics dog, and we do have K9s that are also certified in explosives as well. So whenever we have to respond to a gun threat possibly or a bomb threat, we want to make sure these dogs can be able to be consistent when it comes to searching and being able to work and make sure the kids are safe fast.
Tell us a little bit more about the training.
So when it comes to training, it's very important with these dogs. The same way they can learn it, the same way they can lose it, right? It's very difficult for them to lose it, but it's very important that as handlers that we stay consistent with their training, right? So we train these dogs for 2 to 3 months in the beginning as soon as they arrive. It is very strenuous training, right? We are hiding things in a lot of different places, getting them ready for real world scenarios, whether it's in the morning, during the day, or at night, or even possibly training in rain, right? We want to make sure that they're ready for what the world has for them.
Mm-hmm.
And we, at the end of that, so we 2 to 3 months, and at the end of that, we have a certification. That certification, we partner with our head trainer and FIU, so Florida International University. They have a program that goes ahead, they go ahead and certifies these dogs, so we can make sure that they know that they're ready and prepared for what it has to take.
And after that training, you got to continuously train, right?
Yes. So for us, for our agency, we train usually every Wednesday. Schools first, that's our priority. But if not, we are training so that we can make sure we can provide the best that we can to our students, to our community, to make sure our students are safe at all times.
So our SROs on here, we know we have an SRO at every school, bell to bell. But I know your schedule is a little different. Can you walk me through a typical day?
Yes. So every week we receive a list, and that list contains at least 4 to 5 schools in each district, right? So we got the Northern County and the Southern County. And we'll go ahead and split that up amongst us handlers with the detection dogs. And we're going ahead and we're doing random sweeps. And in these random sweeps, we are making sure that there's nothing that doesn't belong inside our schools or around the schools to ensure that these students can have fun and continue to learn.
When you go to these schools, you're working with the SRO at the school and the administration. I'm assuming?
Yes. So we'll work with the SRO at the school, with the administration as well, and our students do play a huge part in our random sweeps as well. Because at the same time, not only are we there to deter, but we're also there to educate as well. So for example, K9 Mako, him being a narcotics dog, we like to educate our students the importance of making sure that they stay away from these narcotics and these drugs, so they can continue having a healthy life and a very long life.
Is there anything unique about Mako that from all the other dogs?
as you guys can see on camera, I would say it's his energy. He definitely stands out from the rest.
Yeah. And that's why we couldn't have both dogs in here at the same time. So your shift ends. What happens after your shift ends? Where the dog just where does the dog go? Where does the dog go?
Ends, right? As you guys can see, he has a lot of energy, so I do have to find a way to burn that. So either running, taking him to a park, a local park in the area, and playing fetch with him. He loves playing fetch.
The shift's over, but you still got to continue taking care of him, even on the weekends when you're off, right?
Yeah. So being in the K9 unit, it's a lifestyle. It's not just he's not just a tool, right? So he takes a lot of energy, a lot of attention. So as soon as we're done with work, with police work,
does he know the difference between okay, now it's like I'm off now? Does he know when I'm off now? I don't got to work now.
So he is usually around the house. He is a lot calmer around the house. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It took a while, right? Like I told you, throughout the training, as soon as I got him in the beginning, I had to let him search the house
Okay.
every day because he would not relax until he realized, okay, there's nothing in this house. I am not going to find nothing here. And at that point, then he would go and relax, right?
And does he get along with your family, whoever else lives in your house?
Yes.
He's good.
Yes, I do have a toddler at home. My toddler loves him. We call him Mako, but the toddler calls him Meme.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Guys, this is another reason why Miami-Dade Schools Police is your best choice and what we're doing to keep our kids safe. We have our K9 detection. We have emotional support. K9, we're equipped. We're here for the safety and security of our students, staff, and everyone. So again, thank you guys for coming to the show. It's incredible to see these dogs here at work. Oh, now you want to be calm, right? Now he wants to be calm. Officer Bermudez, is there anything else, or Mako, is there anything you would like to say, or before we sign off?
I would say as a K9 handler and as an officer, I would say being in the K9 unit, we play a big impact when it comes to preventing and deterring things. A lot of our students, when we come to the random sweeps or grab bashes that we do, we engage with a lot of these students, and they do leave a big impression behind. These kids are excited to see them, right? It does remind students at the same time too that there shouldn't bring certain things into schools, that there's a time and place for everything in our schools. When you come there, it's to have fun, but most important, to learn and be safe.
Thank you so much, Officer Bermudez. Officer Morales, for being on the show.
Thank you.
Is there anything Mako would like to say? And to our listeners, thank you so much for listening. Miami Community Newspaper for collaborating with us. And again, stay tuned for our next episode.